Hello everybody, my name is Colin and welcome to the first video of the Comics Network on YouTube. Today I'm going to be giving you a complete overhaul, or if you want to call it a tour, of my comic book collection, which it's not that big, but it's bigger than a lot of my friends. So right here we've just got Thanos. I got up there listening. Got all four of them. I think it's just a 4. I'm pretty sure it's just a 4. One. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the 4 in that entire series. And I have not read those yet. And then right here we've got the Civil War, the Marvel Comics event. I haven't read it yet. I actually just got it today at my local comic book store. But I've been really looking forward to reading it. And then here we've just got some comics that I still have yet to read, like the Hulk vs. Iron Man, Original Sin, Thor and Loki, The 10th Realm, number 3, and Iron Fist Living Weapon. What number is that? Let's see. Number 5. I know, these came out a while back, and I still have yet to read them. Right, just more comics, Daredevil. I think I might have read the Daredevil, but I don't know. I have a lot of comics that I haven't read. Just a lot of Original Sin tie-ins in Miss Marvel and Annual Doctor Strange, Original Sin. Basically I bought all the Original Sin tie-ins because that was the first Marvel event I ever started collecting when it started coming out. I really enjoyed the first few ones, so then we got the Original Sin tie-ins. So yeah, those are the ones I haven't read. And I've also got one or two more here that I haven't read yet. I think it's 2. Again, got them from my local comic book store. Superior Iron Man number 1. And Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, part 1 of 6. I tend to get a lot of first issues, and that tends to be it for most series that I get. So, yeah, like for Daredevil, I only got the first one. Unless it's Thanos. I love Thanos. He's my favorite character of all comics. Whether hero or bad, Marvel, DC, he's just my favorite. So, to kick off with the collection of the comics that I have read, we've got one, I think it's from the 1982. Why Do the Avengers Battle the Defenders? It's pretty cool. It's the first ever comic that I got from the 80s, from pre-2000s. And then I've got the Avengers Prelude. I've only got this one, Nick Fury's Big Week, part 2 of 4. I haven't got the first part or the third. Then I've got Captain America Finished from, I don't know when it's from, but I'm guessing like 90s or 80s. Captain America Living Legend. Now this one I like, okay? I've got all the parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, I actually read them. I read all of them after I finished one of my standardized tests at the end of the school year last year. I read them all, and because I was just so intrigued by it, I was really into it, and it was pretty good. And then I went to tell a couple friends, and they enjoyed it also. Then I've got DC, which I have to say I'm more of a Marvel fan, but I'm not going to be biased towards Marvel just because I prefer Marvel. I mean, a lot of people prefer Marvel, a lot of people prefer DC, so I have a lot of Green Lantern and Red Lantern because I think Green Lantern is kind of cool. Yeah, more Green Lantern. The Flash, he's cool. I like his... I like the Flash. I'm okay with Superman. He's not my favorite. Batman, thought the movies were okay, but he's not my favorite character. I know everyone's gonna kill me for saying that, but he's not my favorite. So there you go. I said it. Then I've got Guardians of the Galaxy Prelude Part 1 and 2. Then Guardians of the Galaxy number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, second printing, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, Infinity tie-in. I still have yet to read all of the Infinity. Number 9, number 10, and there's a free one that I got. And number 14. I haven't read all of them, but of the ones that I have read, I really enjoy it. I also really enjoyed the movie. Yeah. So then I've got Iron Man. I'm a huge Iron Man fan. He's my favorite hero by far, because, well, he's the first hero I started reading in the first comic book movie I ever saw. So I've got Iron Man issue number 8. Then the God Killer. Iron Man issue number 9, the Secret Origin of Tony Stark. And the Secret Origin of Tony Stark goes for a couple issues. I enjoyed it a lot. And then issue number 10, you see, there it is again. Number 11. Number 12, I really like the cover there. I like it. It's pretty cool. Number 13, there's the God Killer. I'm pretty sure that's the God Killer. Number 14. Number 15. Number 16, it's still a Secret Origin of Tony Stark. Number 17, still there. And then number 18, it finally switches away from Secret Origin of Tony Stark, which, I mean, I'm not saying, like, happily that it's over. It's just, like, I want something different, you know. And then they made the Iron Metropolitan, which was not my favorite one, like, in a series within the series, like the sub-series. But, I don't know. I like this. Inhumanity, number 20, .inh, and then number 21. So, let's see, where is it? Metropolitan goes from 18 to 21, and number 22. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, I'm filming on my iPod, so it's not the best quality. Here we go. Okay. Rings of the Mandarin number 1. Iron Man number 23. Point now. Oh, dang it. Please tell me that's where it was. Okay, good. Number 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. And that is the end of that Iron Man series. Then you got Annual Iron Man, which I really enjoyed, number 1. And then I've got a couple Iron Man 2.0s. These Iron Man 2.0s are for when I just like went to the comic book store because I saw it on the street and I was like, hey, I want to go there. So I got it. And then Iron Man 258.1 and 258.6. And then we go into Star Wars. We've got The Star Wars. I actually haven't read all of these. Number 0, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and I don't know if that's it, but I really enjoyed it. I haven't read it all yet, but from what I have read, it's really good. It's based on the original script for Star Wars by George Lucas. And then Star Wars Crimson Empire 3, Empire Lost Part 6 of 6, Empire Lost Part 1 of 6, I don't know why these are out of order, Empire Lost Part 3 of 6, Empire Lost Part 4 of 6, and I'm still missing like number 5 and I think number 2. Then Jedi the Dark Side, Star Wars Jedi the Dark Side, A Son's Choice. I plan on getting the new Star Wars series from Marvel, Knights of the Old Republic, number 2. I was talking to the guys at the comic book store today, and they recommended it to me. So I'm thinking about starting to read that, and then I'm probably going to get Princess Leia next week, and Darth Vader, and then The Old Republic, number 4. Then Invasion Relations, number 4. Didn't really understand that one, but it's probably because I didn't read the rest. And then Thanos, as you know, my favorite Marvel character. Annual Thanos, number 1. Then I've got the entire Thanos Rising. I think it's just the... Oh, it's 5. It's a 5-part series. This one is a 4-part series. I have yet to read these. But I'm a big Thanos fan, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. I've got Thor, Part 1, Thor Part 2. This is obviously based on the movie. I'm not really a big Thor fan. He's cool in the movies, though. Thor, The Dark World Prelude Part 1, and Prelude Part 2. Or is it mixed around? Yeah, that's 2. Okay. Then I've got a bunch of random Transformers ones. I've got Sector 7, number 1. Sector 7, number 2 of 5. And that's all the Sector 7 that I have. And then Transformers Monstrosity. I enjoy Monstrosity. I think it's cool. 2. Number 3. I actually got no, I didn't get a subscription. I was close to. Number 4. And that is the end of it, I believe. Again, sorry about my finger. I'm filming on my iPod. Then More Than Meets the Eye. 100 Penny. First Transformers comic I ever got. I liked this. The Classics Volume 1. And then again, Opals in Disguise. More Than Meets the Eye. Blah blah blah. Transformers Prime. And then some Regeneration 1. I don't really need to show you all of these. And then you've got some random ones like Magneto number 1, which is kind of violent. Star Trek, you got some Star Trek. Halo, I liked that. Halo, it's pretty cool. And then you got some Free Comic Book Day ones, just blah blah blah. Free Comic Book Day. Okay, yeah, this one is a lot heavier than the other one. So there you go. And as you can see, this is obviously not as heavy because not as many books. So I've got Transformers Fall of Cybertron. It's a great graphic novel. It's a one-shot. I really enjoyed it. Because for one, I'm a Transformers fan, and for two, I loved the game. It was fun. And I also read this after standardized testing. How about that? And then I've got this empty one. Even though I loved Original Sin, I was out of town to get the rest of it, so now I have to order it all on Amazon. So I got all the way up to part 6 of 8. Then I've got New Avengers, Everything Dies. This is volume 1 of the Marvel Now series. Then Transformers Regeneration 1, 100 page to the Spectacular. And if you're wondering why I started at issue number 8 of Iron Man, it's because, well, I got this afterwards, which is, I think it's 1 through 5. So I'm still missing 6 and 7, but I don't think it really matters that much. And then Captain Marvel, number 1, 2. Deadpool, I've got 1 comic. Deadpool. Doctor Who, got like 2. Future's End, I got into it because my friend got into it, but then I kind of left because I didn't really like it that much. G.I. Joe, Green Arrow, my favorite DC character by far. I only got him because that week that I went to the comic book store, I had just started watching Arrow, and here's Hulk. Still haven't read this. Wait. No, I have read this. Yeah, I have read this. I haven't read number 2. Infinity, I'm trying to read this, but I have to get the collections. There's number 1, 5, 6. Then Iron Fist. I love Iron Fist. He's awesome. Number 2. Number 3. Iron Patriot. I liked this. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss Marvel number 1, 2, second printing. The first one I have is a third printing. I have never gotten a third printing. Miss Marvel number 3, number 4, number 5. And that's really when I stopped going to the comic book store because I had other stuff to do. Nova number 1, number 2. And then here's the Original Sin. 0. I made the mistake of getting the variant edition, so now when I do this, it looks all weird. Yeah, I know. Original Sin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And of course, here's 6. I have yet to read it. I liked Original Sin from what I've read. I still have to read the penultimate and the conclusion. I got Original Sin, Iron Man vs. Hulk, number 1. Original Sins 1, 2, and Rocket Raccoon Free Comic Book Day. Yeah. So that is my comic book collection. Of course, there are other people in the Comics Network. For example, Josue, and sometimes Winston will be in there. But you have not been introduced to them yet, but you will shortly after some TV and movie reviews. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and peace.